Hey everyone, it is Zach, and today we are continuing with another episode of Hope for Master Ball. Now, we've already made it to the Master Ball rank, so we've just been trying some different teams, and I actually built two teams, and in the past couple episodes, I asked you to vote for them. Dylan said he wanted to see the Raichu team, so I am going to start with that. I'm probably going to give both the teams a little bit of highlight that I've made because, as you can see on this team, with the Series 6 rule change that's happening at the beginning of September, half of this team will not be allowed in ranked doubles. And if you don't know about the Series 6 change, you can go ahead and check out my video. The link will be in the description. So before we get started, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know how much has your team been affected by the Series 6 rule change. I have a multitude of teams, so I really haven't been affected that much, and I've kind of been building and going back to stuff I really haven't used that much and seeing how they will work in the Series 6 rule set. So I'm actually really excited about that. So here we don't see terrain, so we can definitely just lead the terrain here. What I do have to worry about is the Duraludon and probably the Amoonguss. And the issue here is that Raichu is Specs. So if we try to go after the Amoonguss with a Psychic attack, they could switch in and take that. Also, the Arcanine with Snarl can definitely be an issue. But I think here we run Ferrothorn in the back. And maybe a Togekiss. If we can get the rain, to stop, and hopefully we can get some speed off on the Kingdra. So we're going to go ahead and see what my opponent led. They actually led Jolteon and Arcanine. So I think Voltazorb only works if I hit it directly. Do I want to max now? I don't think I'm going to max. I do, though, want to double into this Arcanine because a Snarl is going to really hamper the attack of this Raichu, so I don't want it to get more than one Snarl off. Since if Raichu doesn't knock it out immediately, Pincurchin will have to do the rest of the work with Scald. And we're seeing a Dynamax here. So is it Jolteon? Yeah, so it's Jolteon taking advantage of the electric terrain that I set out. Which Jolteon is actually like really fast. And Rising Voltage is just going to take it out. So we can get a Scald off on the Jolteon. Hopefully that will be enough to take it out. Max Phantasm, that's going to take out the Raichu. And we see the Jolteon's Life Orb, and a burn would be awesome, but we don't get it. So I think here I can bring out Ferrothorn and start bulking up, start getting Leech Seeds. We're going to see a Amoonguss next, so we're going to go ahead and Iron Defense because the Iron Defense is going to build up our defense. Amoonguss can't Spore here, so. But we do see a Rage Powder. Max Phantasm into the Ferrothorn. That does a good amount of damage. And we're just going to Scald. Burn wouldn't be bad. And we still don't get the burn. How many more turns of terrain do we have? So we have 3 more turns of electric terrain. So here I think I just want to stall out their Dynamax. I believe Jolteon's a special attacker, so unless they have a physical attacker in the back, like lowering my defense really won't hurt. Pincurchin's able to take that with the Protect. So this Raichu, not Raichu, this Jolteon has Shadow Ball, probably has Volt Switch. I think I want to get up one more Iron Defense. And Rising Voltage into the Amoonguss. And Amoonguss is actually going to go back for Duraludon. Shadow Ball did a decent amount. And the electric terrain actually did 50% damage. So you target the Ferrothorn here, right? I just want a Rising Voltage again into the Duraludon. So we'll see the Protect, hit the Shadow Ball, hit the Protect, and a Dark Pulse. So you did double into the Ferrothorn. So we're going to probably take out the Duraludon here. So what would hit it the hardest? Because this Amoonguss is the real problem. I think I just want to body press and protect. Because if we can get rid of the Jolteon, Amoonguss can't do anything to Ferrothorn. And those Shadow Balls are doing a really great amount. We see that their Ferrothorn, because it is a grass type, it does ignore Rage Powder here. So at this point, we definitely win because Amoonguss can't do anything to the Ferrothorn. So we're going to go ahead and Iron Defense again and switch in our Togekiss. If you Spore the Togekiss, that's really fine. And the battle is going to be canceled because my opponent realized that once we got rid of the Jolteon, there was nothing Amoonguss can do to Ferrothorn. And Ferrothorn is definitely going to see a lot more usage in Series 6 rule set. It's definitely one of those ones with Corviknight where if it goes unchecked, it can do really well. And yeah, so this is the Korean Amoonguss that they had for the distribution. So I already knew the moveset because I did a video on it and I have one myself. So I knew that unless they changed the moves, it didn't have anything other than Clear Smog, which can't hit Amoonguss because it is a steel type. So we move back up above 20,000 and we will search for our next opponent. And our next opponent has been found. It is going to be a Pincurchin, but no Raichu. So that's a very curious thing to see. I would assume that they don't bring their Pincurchin, but here we lead basically the same thing, because as long as we get rid of the Hitmonlee, there's really not much that threatens the Ferrothorn. A Belly Drum Amoonguss can definitely do that, but I want to say I might see a Belly Drum set with Tailwind and Belly Drum are Clefable with Follow Me, and Belly Drum with Azumarill. So Whimsicott and Clefable. Oh, okay, sorry about that. I am the family tech guy, and my mom couldn't wait with whatever she was doing. But anyways, they actually chose to Icy Wind. So this is probably, I didn't see it, but I want to say it's probably Electric Seed, Hitmonlee. And we're going to see Whimsicott come out. So I already have... Yeah, it was Electric Seed, a Hitmonlee. I'm really worried about a Sucker Punch here. But I think we just have to go for it. And just in case, we are going to go ahead and protect the Ferrothorn. And we're actually going to see the Hitmonlee Dynamax probably go for a Max Knuckle into the Ferrothorn, trying to guarantee a knockout. But we are already +2, but we have to knock it out without letting it get as many attack boost. And it's interesting to see what the speed will be. Whimsicott will do Helping Hand. Ferrothorn protects. And there's the Max Knuckle. So Ferrothorn eats that. Could we live another one? It's +1, Helping Hand will make it +2. Probably not. So what I want to do here is just Rising Voltage again. And I want to switch out into the Togekiss, because even though it's +1, Togekiss should be able to take this a lot better than Ferrothorn would. And once we get rid of the Hitmonlee, Ferrothorn should have an easy match the rest of the way, as long as we can get it boosted up. Max Quake, so you're going for the Raichu. And Tailwind's gone, but I feel like Whimsicott's just going to bring it back up. I feel like here we can do the same thing we did last time, just to protect. And we are actually going to max Airstream the Hitmonlee. Could you have a Steel move? You could read the Protect and just be going for the Togekiss, which would be really bad. Max Flare. We are able to take out the Hitmonlee. And we'll get a little bit back from leftovers. And we'll actually see the Azumarill. So I do want to Leech Seed the Azumarill here, because I feel like we're going to see a Belly Drum. Tailwind goes back up. And we're able to get good damage off on it. So as long as it doesn't knock out the Ferrothorn, we can get a Leech Seed off. And we force it to eat its berry. Ice Punch, so that does a great amount. but you do activate our weakness policy. And we're just going to get a clean leech seed off. And start healing back. Okay, so you're under 50%, so you can no longer belly drum, even if that was an option, because you can't take the move slot to belly drum. You've activated our weakness policy, and I think we still might outspeed. So we're going to see the helping hand. They're trying to get the knockout on Togekiss here. But I think with a couple more lead seeds, just the Aqua Jet, which does nothing like without the belly drum. Okay, and we're able to take Azumarill out. And they're just left with the Whimsicott, which I want to say I haven't seen any attacking moves on it. It's only shown Tailwind and Helping Hand. So it probably has Moonblast, but that's going to do nothing to the two Pokemon I have on the field. So I feel like we're pretty good here. And Sun's still up, so I'm just going to Iron Defense and Heat Wave. Okay, so you go for Gleam, which does get a good amount on Togekiss. But we are able to lock that one in with a Heat Wave, so that could have been a really different match if my opponent predicted the Protect on the Ferrothorn when it switched back in. But anyways, let me know down in the comments below how you felt about the team, and let me know what I should do for Series 6 teams. I'm planning some, but I'm open to suggestions. But anyways, like I said in the beginning of the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. And anyways, I will see you in the next one.